Okay, it's Bill here. It's been a while, especially with the Leafs, because, to be honest, what am I going to tell you? Nothing's changed. Same old bullshit. And the Leafs lose 6-5 to the Columbus Bluejackets, but this was a really good game in terms of the Leafs season in a nutshell, and why the Leafs are just, it's a joke watching them play. It really is. It's sad. You have maybe the best player in the NHL named Austin Matthews. The best player in the NHL, playing on this god-awful team. And you notice I didn't see Nylander or Marner there? No? The team's awful. Now, tonight, here's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear that Samsonov cost them the game. And while I agree Samsonov might be the worst goalie I've seen, like, no confidence, you got to get rid of him. It's a joke. Samsonov's not the reason why they lost this game. If you think Samsonov's the reason why they lost this game, you're an idiot. Yeah, it would be nice to get a save, but here's the problem with the Toronto Maple Leafs in a nutshell. They have the most secondary and primary assist for the other team than any other team in the NHL. Let me repeat myself. They have more secondary and primary assists for the other team, not for their team. For the other team. Tonight they had 4. And while Samsonov couldn't stop a beach ball, we knew that going in. Can't stop a beach ball. So if you can't stop a beach ball, you got a goalie who can't stop a beach ball. Don't you take care of the puck? Don't you make sure you make the right play with the puck? Maybe. Did the Leafs dominate Columbus tonight? No. Should they? Yes. Or you're going to look at the shots on net. What were the shots on net at the final? I don't know. Samsonov made some saves in overtime. What were the final shots on net? 33-20, they say. Okay. First goal. Secondary assist. Timothy Liljegren. Watch the goddamn goal. The guy falls over his skates, hands it to Sillinger, who pass in the net. Secondary assist. That means if they were scoring it, Liljegren would have had an assist on the first goal. Tell me how that's Samsonov's fault? Falling in your own end with no help. Easy play up the boards. That's all it was. An easy play up the boards. That's Samsonov's fault. It's a secondary assist for Timothy Liljegren. That's the first goal. Second goal for the Columbus. I'm not going to talk about the Leafs goals. Leafs goals are scored by the normal people. Nylander, awesome shot. Matthews, awesome shot. Marner, great bounce. Nylander, good shot. Tip in by Tavares. I don't know what he tipped, but Tavares jumps up and down like an idiot because he is an idiot. So we'll give him a goal. It's interesting when Nice tips one and he pretends he didn't get it. But Tavares, the whiff of a stick touches it, and he's jumping up in the air like he's at 11 goals of his bull crap. By the way, John Tavares is a terrible hockey player. And if you think he is a good hockey player, please, there's an unsubscribe button or a non-like button. Click on that. Tavares. $11 million, and we're going to talk about John Tavares being a good hockey player. Oh, okay. Anyway, second goal. Horrible line change. Who was responsible for that line change? The same people responsible for a lot of goals tonight. Brody and Riley. The puck didn't get deep. They should have stayed on the ice. They did not. So poor Jake, and you know how much I love Jake McCabe. Trust me, he's coming in later on. Don't you worry about that. Jake McCabe and poor Simon Benoit, who happened to be the best player on the ice for the Leafs tonight, other than Matthews, get to jump on, and it's a friggin' 3-on-1, and horrible save, bounce, hits him in the back. That's what happens to Samsonov. But the reason why that goal went in was because Morgan Riley, who's supposed to be our best defenseman, and Brody, who I've enjoyed until this year, do a horrible line change. I watch Sportsnet, and I watch Nick Kypreos and Elliot Friedman, whoever the other idiot is, born in Kypreos, talk about Samsonov. Why wouldn't you not diagnose the fact that that was a horrible line change? I'll just forget that. Forget Liljegren had a secondary assist in the first goal. Let's talk about Samsonov because that's going to... Samsonov. We all know Samsonov sucks. I don't need it thrown down my throat. I don't need it thrown down my throat. I know, I can see, I got eyes. But you mother effers don't have eyes because you don't watch the game. Where was the line change problem there? Watch the second goal for Columbus and watch the line change. That's what cost the goal. No good team does that. That's your two best defensemen on a bad line change when they shouldn't have changed. Nothing from the commentary. These stalwarts at Sportsnet. Nothing. No. It's Samsonov's fault. Third goal. Horrible penalty by Nylander. Followed by, I don't know who TJ Brody was covering in this play. It's a 4-on-3. Every Columbus player was in the middle of the ice or on the right-hand side of the ice. And Brody was covering the invisible man on the left-hand side. There must have been an invisible man on the left-hand side. No one saw that. Again, commentators got nothing to say. Nothing. Samsonov. Nick Kypreos. Samsonov. Nick Kypreos, you're an idiot. No one mentioned that Brody was covering in the invisible man. Watch the goal. Anyone, watch the game. Watch the goal. Brody's covering the invisible man on the left-hand side while the guy in front of the goalie is by himself. Wouldn't it have made more sense for Brody to cover that guy? Not the invisible man. The guy in front of the net. Maybe more sense. And Mitch Marner's attempt at a block was ballerina-esque. It was Brian Boitano-ish, for sure. But Samsonov's fault. It would have been nice to get a save. It would have been nice. But we all know Samsonov sucks. This is not like, did anyone think Samsonov was going to show up and all of a sudden be the next coming of Johnny Bauer? We all know he sucks. Don't need a surgeon, don't need a brain. But why is Brody covering the invisible man when he could have been covering the guy in front of the net? I don't know. Fourth goal. Secondary assist. Morgan Rielly. Dumped into a corner, and Rielly gives up the puck. This is a $7.5 million defenseman who had plenty of time to make the right play. And both Domi and Brody go behind the net, and the puck, because Rielly made a beautiful play to whoever it was that threw it in front to Kent Johnson. It's 4-3. What do you want Samsonov to do on that one? By the way, I'm just asking a question. The guy throws it out in front of the net to a guy who's wide open by himself. Rielly had the puck. He had the puck. He had the puck on a stick. And he passed it to the other team, who then threw it up front and scored. Again, Kypreos, Bourne, Friedman. Where's your commentary on Rielly's play? Nothing? No, nothing here? Oh, Samsonov. It's a goddamn disgrace. Honestly, whoever pays these people at Sportsnet they'd be fired. All of them should be fired. You're not watching the game. Rielly he just handed the puck over to him. That's your fourth goal. Your fifth goal, David Kampf, secondary assist. Makes a horrible pass again, I'm an idiot. Watch the friggin' goal. He throws in front of by the way, he had this assist in the offensive end of the ice, and I'm not joking. The secondary assist was in the offensive end. Because the defenseman gave it to Fantilli, and Fantilli went through the entire team and put it between McCabe's legs and in the net. Now, should Samsonov have had it? Absolutely. However, the Leafs have another secondary assist. David Kampf, he's struggling for assists. He should have got an assist on that one. And I also learned about this game, Fantilli's going to be a nobody. You saw what happened when Semin Benoit and then Goodbranson. The minute I saw his smile on the bench after Goodbranson sacrificed for a fight because of his yipping and yapping at the ref, you know what's going to happen with Fantilli. He's going to be a nobody. He's going to be a mid second line winger in this league, and he will not be any better. So good, Fantilli. Great. The fact you smiled after that shows you what character you have. You have none. None. You're a bum. Good luck, bud. Yeah. Smiling after someone has to go on the ice and fight for you. And you're smiling. And you're laughing it up. Yeah, I bet you Goodbranson's got a lot of respect for you, bud. I'm sure he does. Anyways, David Kampf, great. And again, how does McCabe play it? The guy shoots it through his legs. Don't you, when you block a shot, don't you go down to block a shot? I don't know. Maybe. And on the 6th goal, Sheldon Keith, in a brilliant strike, he hasn't learned from the previous 5 years. When you throw Tavares on the ice in overtime, it's over because the other team scores. Loses the draw, Nylander gets thrown by Johnny Gaudreau. And I'm not joking. Again, watch the game, commentators. It'd be great if you watch the game. But Johnny Gaudreau throws Nylander. Nylander falls. Gaudreau goes to the net. Tavares goes, "Oh, what do I do? I lost the draw, guys. What do you do? Oh, maybe I should cover the guy in front of the net. Oh, maybe that's a good idea." He doesn't. A nice pass, and I guess Samsonov should have had that. That's the one Samsonov should have had, right? Leafs lose. 6-5 to a god-awful team. And on the night, they had 4 secondary assists. What do I say? Give Tavares that one, or give Nylander that one for being thrown out. Johnny Gaudreau threw Nylander away like a rag doll. Tossed him out of the way. But yet the commentators have this to say after the game. It's Samsonov's fault. We got to talk about goalies and Samsonov. No, it has nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, let's be honest with ourselves. I'm the most negative guy you're ever going to meet. You probably can tell by this video. Joseph Wall's special. He's going to be a damn good goalie. The Leafs' problem isn't the goalie. The Leafs' problem is the fact that they get secondary assists. They have no respect for the puck. They turn over the puck like Oprah Winfrey gives out money. They have no respect for the puck. They don't work to get the puck back. They don't care about... The best defensive player on the Leafs is Austin Matthews. The best offensive player on the Leafs is Austin Matthews. That's not good. Brody has taken a step back. I mean, he was good for the last 4 years. He has fallen off a cliff. Morgan Riley's always been a bad defenseman. Jake McCabe thinks he's Bobby Orr. Liljegren, fallen with no one around him. The best defenseman on the ice tonight was Simon Benoit. Lagoson's a better defenseman. Giordano, welcome back. You're terrible. That's the Leafs in a nutshell tonight. And why? There's no excitement. There's hope. Excitement for what? There's this magical defenseman they're going to pick up that's going to make it everything different. There's someone out there that they're going to get. With what? With what assets are you going to get that defenseman for? Again, the Leafs can yip and yap about Samsonov all they want. And yes, Samsonov is horrible. You're not going to get an argument from me. However, even with how bad Samsonov played tonight, I just told you 4 secondary assists on 6 Columbus goals. The Leafs have them. That's my goddamn review. I'm also going to have one on the darts, because I'm also got a little rant to go on the darts. But I guess the Leafs play Carolina tomorrow. Whoop-de-goddamn do. Woo! How many more secondary assists and primary assists for the other team can they get? Now, granted, no primary assists tonight, but a lot of secondary assists. Cheers.